What's up everybody, it's your pro with the fro, and welcome to my advanced Be the Zombie tutorial. In this video, we'll be discussing things that you probably didn't know already, some strategies and combos that work, and more. So stay tuned, and I hope you learned something. Let's start off with some useful information that you probably didn't know already. First off, ground pounds destroy flares. Use this nifty trick to get rid of those dudes who are sitting in corners throwing flares all the time. Helps out a ton. Next on the list, weapon attack ratings don't really matter, except for the Excalibur. For the most part, you're going to take 3 swings before you die. A weapon with an attack rating of 80 hits for 52 damage, and a weapon with an attack rating of 2100 hits for 71 damage. The Hunter has 150 health, so that means 3 swings with any weapon, and you're basically dead. The Excalibur being the only special case, and I think that this is probably going to get patched, since Techland did a good job at making it so you take 3 hits with any other weapon, but for some reason, the Excalibur can kill in 1 swing. So, if you're playing as a human, and you have invasions turned on, and you want to do PvP, please don't use the Excalibur. Lastly, tackling or ground pounding gives iframes to humans after the initial damage. This means that a ground pound or tackle can actually save the life of a human, protecting them from any damage they would have taken from, let's say, an exploding zombie summoned from a horde spit. Keep this in mind to avoid from losing a kill that was in your grasp. Now let's get on to some strategies and combos. I know this might be obvious, but the footage used in the clips featuring Isaac are staged for demonstration purposes. This makes it easier to show off exactly what I'm talking about without all the hectic action of actual PvP. Granted, you won't always be in a 1v1 situation, so be sure to mix up anything you learn here when the time comes. Use these tips as a starting point to effectively take on larger groups of players. The Spitting Pound Stun is a little bit of a tricky combo at first, but can lead to an easy kill once you master it. To do this, activate a UV shield on approach, spit at the enemy, and immediately pounce. A failed pounce will guarantee that the spit connects. Do this successfully with a UV spit, and you can follow up with a pounce for the kill. Punishing your enemy for everything they do will make you a scarier opponent. A human player will almost always run straight at you after landing a dropkick. Use this against them to land an easy spit stick. Ground pounds push humans back in a straight line away from you. Use the time that they are in air to aim for a spit. If you hit a group of enemies with a horde and UV spit combo, yet don't have enough stamina to pounce, single out an enemy to keep him from reaching high ground. His teammates are forced to flee or the whole team will be taken out by bombers. Don't give your target any time or space to throw a flare while your stamina recovers. Use the environment to your advantage. If you see a spike trap, bait a human into getting close to it. There's a strong magnetism mechanic in the game that will pull anything in a knocked back state toward a spike trap, so don't worry about lining up the target perfectly. If someone is chilling in one spot, toss some flares at their feet, you can easily set up a pounce. Approach with the UV shield, hit them with the UV spit and follow up with the tackle. Finish them off with a pounce. Even if you miss the tackle, you should still have a window to pounce them before their next flare comes into effect. Remember, pouncing should be used as a finisher to a combo. Don't rely on it as the first form of attack. Sometimes it's not the best idea to finish off a downed opponent. Use them as bait for an easy spit stick, or even set up a spike kill. If none of the previous tips have been working for you, you can always resort to just ground pounding the hell out of anyone. It's actually a pretty viable tactic as long as you don't miss. Another way to make up for a failed tackle or pounce is to spit at your feet as soon as you recover from the failed attack. Want to feel like a badass? Spitting straight up into the air and then standing in a blast radius for a few seconds is a great way to confuse players while landing a spit. Use your immobile body as bait and set off your UV shield to escape as soon as they get too close. Well, there you have it. These tricks should open up many possibilities for you, and if you come up with any more, definitely leave a comment so I can try it out. Our final part of this video will be hazards to look out for while on the hunt. Spike traps can be risky business. Never attempt to pounce on someone who is standing in front of the spikes. Chances are that they are baiting your pounce to get a really easy kill. Tackling is also really risky to do near spikes. If you can, go for a ground pound instead, unless the enemy has their back turned towards you. Propane tanks and gasoline barrels are a human's best friend. Never line yourself up for an explosive death. If your opponents try making use of camo, there's no real counter. The best thing to do is understand how it works and what to look out for in order to find the targets. Camo makes it so that you can't locate the enemies with the howl. It places a question mark locator on the human's last scented location, aka the body they use to go into camouflage. To find the hidden target, position yourself between the nest and the question mark locator. You know where they're headed, so be in a spot to cut them off. If they aren't thinking and keep their flashlight on, this becomes way easier. Just look out for the light rays coming from the flashlight. Alright hunters, that'll conclude this advanced tutorial. Good luck out there, and be sure to come back with a comment about how things are working out. And also be sure to like and subscribe for more Dying Light content. A top 10 series may be in the works, so stay tuned for that.